What's up, guys? It's Maverick here, bringing to you episode 9 of Fire Force Season 2. Now, I'm gonna sound like a broken record here, but I really dig what this current arc is taking us so far. You know, we got new lands, completely new circumstances, new backgrounds, we've got talking animals, we've got some pretty interesting characters in terms of the demons and infernals and whatnot. They're definitely showing a lot more personality and character than we saw back in Tokyo, and it's just amazing, right? And we got a little bit of backstory as well with these semi-humans that have too much power to be just actual normal humans. And you know, I'm really digging where the direction of this anime is going. So hopefully it'll continue to keep on the pace. I think we're gonna get a big fight in this one, so let's see if it also keeps up on that part as well. Alright, let's begin in 3, 2, 1, play. Oh, it's the curtain. Prologue? Oh, it's been a while since we've had this sort of like curtain rises and stuff. Chapter 1, Holy Fire. Huh. Is this the Bible of the Holy Soul Temple? Isn't that kind of ironic? Right? You got the whole world burning, and then you find a fire that... a flame that can be used to save it? Right, the Tokyo Empire, right? Okay. Flashlight. Yes, it's pie. Yeah, that's offer for you. Alright, whatever. I mean, you do you, offer. Now with that opening there, you definitely see the, you definitely see, like, the pillars of fire. Which probably has some relation with the pillars. Huh, and it's not actually just me. There actually is a lot of stuff being added to the beginning of the opening part. Oh, this song is really growing on me. The core. Well, thank you for the impromptu pie lesson. Yeah, this is so... This is indeed quite the puzzle. Like, what does pie have to do with anything? Hello, Black Lady. Still remembering to pray at that area. Nice. That's a cool ability. I feel like he would be very good friends with Offer. Come on, it's your turn, big guy. Oof. Is that his actual body, though? How is he still alive if... Yeah. The hell? Is he like a contortionist or something? Is he literally like just ahead? Really? As Scythe. Really? I mean, hey, I subscribe to the rule of cool, so I am totally okay with this. Oh, whatcha! He's like, meh. Nice. Woohoo! It's just like, I will lend you my power. Up there? In there? Somewhere there? It's still active. Oh yeah, of course it has to be active, otherwise there wouldn't be an stasis here, right? I don't think the architecture really had anything to do with it, man. Ah. So you need 8, right? So, like each of the 8 pillars outside? Really? Humans? Ooh. That's... So she's like been in there for 200 something odd years? Just powering the plant? And it's awfully nice of the demon to wait for him right now. Come on, hurry up. Well, hello, muscle dude. Yeah, I definitely feel like Arthur would be good friends with him. Oh my god, what is this? Oh! Damn! Really? But I feel like the demon's just gonna be like, meh. Come on. One last. Holy. Yeah. Oh, I. Oh. You know, I think it would be better if you, like, try and punch him as far away as possible. I think his time's up, though. Holy sh... You don't need to do... Ah! Is he gonna slam dunk him? Slam dunk! Oh. Oh my god. Holy shit, this demon is like super resilient. Okay, yeah, I think this is really it. Okay, get up like, eh. Huh? Okay, now we got a literal basketball. Or is that a dodgeball? Holy shit. This dude is OP. But if she stops... I mean, if she stops outputting power, wouldn't this whole thing collapse? Oh, hello. You're gonna appear from smoke? Yeah. Unable to lend you any, or form a link. She calls it grace as well. Should. Well, thankfully you got Shinra as a dude who can move super duper fast. He's gonna turn a grin, right? Yep. Of course it will. Nice. Alright, see you guys after this. Okay, so this episode certainly did not disappoint in terms of the action aspects, right? And we also got to learn a lot more about the backstory as well. So, starting from the beginning, I do feel like what we saw at the very beginning there, with the narration and whatnot in the chapters, I would venture a guess and say that that's probably the Holy Gospel, or the Holy Bible of the Holy Soul Church, Temple, whatever the religion is called, right? It's since it's divided into chapters and whatnot, it's probably the story of how the founding fathers of the church, Raphael the First, I believe, managed to sort of like an introductory to what happened in the past, and then how all this other stuff came to be. Then again, though, I feel like in any kind of anime or works like this, the church is generally not to be trusted, right? There's bound to be some kind of half-truth, some kind of lies sitting in there, and it really might have to do with the entire origin of the Amaterasu, the Tabernacle, and indeed perhaps even the truth about the Great Cataclysm as well, right? Indeed, like, doesn't anybody think it's funny having civilization, prosperous civilization, and then all of a sudden you got flames appearing everywhere, threatening to to engulf the entire world in flames, and then you're setting out and trying to find another sort of flame using fire to fight fire? Like, I don't know, that just seems so counterintuitive, right? And it's surprising that nobody actually nobody actually questions like what exactly happened. How was he able to find something to what do you mean by an unsullied flame, right? Are you literally using fire to fight fire or something like that? um so no, we got those kinds of questions, right? And then of course in this episode we learn a bit more about the tabernacle and the Amaterasu. And indeed, I think by this point we can confirm that the pillars do have something to do with the pillars which the Ashen Knights are talking about, saying that Shinra is a pillar and Sho is a pillar and so on and so forth. They have something in relate. They not only possess an Adola Burst or Adola Link, and they also are able to power these power generators, right? And that is what's driving them on, and that is what's basically powering the world as of right now, right? I think what is being implied here is that the Earth basically is dead. So if there is not this kind of power actually reviving life or whatnot, so both in the case of the Amaterasu and the Tabernacle, the places which are far from it, like all the area we've seen in between, we can see that it's like a barren wasteland, right? There's no life there. So something obviously happened to the Earth and whatnot, and now these flames, these power generators are not necessarily just generating power, but generating life force, and that is what's keeping humans alive right now. So a necessary sacrifice, I guess you could say, for the Adola Burst, but we still need to get back to the bottom of things and learn what caused the Great Cataclysm in the first place, right? And props to the Lady in Black. She's been doing this for like 200 something years now, if this is to be believed. And you have to wonder like why she made the decision, right? So being someone in possession of such power, you would think that if she really did want to fix things, there's numerous other ways to do it rather than being stuck here out in the middle of nowhere. And sure, she's powering it, right? But she's powering just a place with a small oasis, right? That's the only life that she's been able to manifest so far. So what exactly is her purpose of actually stepping into the Tabernacle and powering it up? Like, why did she spend her last 200 something years here? Is it the case where she needs to keep the generator up and running so that eventually when other people with the same kind of power come, they can immediately jump in and redualize it? Like, so many questions, right? Because that doesn't really make sense to me, that kind of logic of going into the middle of nowhere and powering this power plant when you could literally be using that power for lots of other things as well. So hopefully by the time we get done with the demon in the next episode, we'll have a bit more time to sit down with the Lady in Black and really ask some questions here. And speaking of which, so I think by this point, we can know that the Lady in Black and Evangelist probably both come from the same sort of outer dimension, right? And I do feel like Joker is probably also part of that as well. But then again, what Victor was saying here about the secret investigation of Joker, that means that he's also not entirely sure about all this as well. So maybe there are even more there's even more sort of divisions and whatnot, and even Joker, he might only be a very low level kind of guy, I guess you could say, compared to, for instance, the Lady in Black, who probably wields much more power, or someone like the Evangelist, right? So anyways, we got some super interesting things here, story-wise, lore-wise, and I am all for it. However, for this episode, I'm sure we have to also mention about the actual action parts, right? Again, man, definitely MVP of this, both in terms of what he actually did, and also in terms of awesome abilities, awesome animation, right? Watching him beat the demon up in melee was definitely very satisfying, and you could feel the impact, right? It's like the perfect punching bag, right? Because the demon basically has way too much health power or whatnot. He's way too resilient. Even taking that kind of beating, he's basically just shrugging it off, and he's like, nah, that's fine, whatever, right? But because of that, we're able to see Ogun unleash his true combos, his true power, and that is awesome. That is awesome. One thing that I feel like has been consistent from both season 1 to season 2 is in the ability usage, right? And when they really show, I feel like this show really has a very creative ways of using flames, and this one, using flames to enhance one's abilities isn't anything new. We've seen instances of that already from other people as well, but after enhancing it and then fighting in such a method, that is definitely something new, and I love it. So unfortunately, Juggernaut and Tamaki weren't able to really contribute too much here, but I guess they are more support members anyways, and not like the main fighting type of deal. So yeah, that was very great by Ogun there. I loved his abilities. Even his normal abilities are so cool, right? Like being able to control flames, riding on basically powering a hoverboard or whatnot, and then also using, like, having these sort of swords and manifesting themselves and then throwing these swords. Like, he has so many kinds of abilities. Normally, for all the other guys, you would say, okay, so this is what he's doing and whatnot. But I feel like for Ogun, he's kind of like OP in a sense where he not only has this flame ink thingy or whatever it's called, but he also has lots of other flame control as well, and able to do lots of other different stuff. So he's definitely a at this point, I would say perhaps even stronger than Shinra, although we'll have to see once he earns the Lady in Black's grace and manages to, I'm presuming he's going to be able to kill off the demon next episode. So we'll see how he utilizes that. But like I said, it's also quite nice that, quite, how can I put it? Quite convenient, and, it's just a good thing that Shinra is one of the fastest man on Earth, right? Beyond Sho, who isn't really fast, he just makes everybody around him slower, right? He basically stops time, freezes time, whereas Shinra is all about the acceleration. So you only got a second? Well, either of these would be your best bet to utilize it to the fullest. So yeah, anyways, great episode as well. Really digging this arc, really digging this season. Great animation and intriguing backstory. Can't wait until the next episode, and I hope I will see you guys next week as well. Bye bye.